Historic breaking news to get you caught up on this midday. As you can see behind me, our nation's capital is packed with protesters right now. States like Nebraska can officially begin banning abortions after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, as a previous leak suggested was all but certain to happen. ABC's Justin Finch is in Washington, where large crowds have been rallying from the very moment this morning's announcement was made.
Real-time reaction to the High Court's decision overturning Roe v. Wade, striking down the constitutional right to abortion, leaving that decision for states to decide. Stepped-up security and barricades set up around the court complex where crowds gathered for the opinion. Abortion has been a constitutional right for nearly 5 decades, but with a 6-3 conservative majority on the court, abortion rights supporters have feared it would only be a matter of time before Roe v. Wade was overturned. According to a leaked Supreme Court draft opinion obtained by Politico in May and confirmed as authentic by Chief Justice John Roberts, a majority of justices voted to end federal protections for abortions and let states make their own abortion laws instead. Justice Samuel Alito, writing for the majority in the draft, stating that Roe was wrongly decided. Abortion rights supporters immediately expressing alarm.
This morning, the radical Supreme Court is eviscerating Americans' rights and endangering their health and safety.
Thousands took to the streets to protest as soon as the leak happened, some even demonstrating outside the homes of conservative justices. 26 states were poised to quickly move to severely restrict access to abortion or ban it outright. 13 have already passed so-called trigger laws that would ban the procedure once Roe is struck down.
The goal of this is to protect the child, the unborn child.
And now a number of Democrat-led states are expanding abortion rights access, making it easier for women to travel to those states for the procedure. At the Supreme Court, I'm Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
And we're also getting tons of local reaction into the newsroom this morning on what this could mean for Nebraskans. Planned Parenthood North Central States, which operates several Midwest locations, including here in Nebraska, also releasing a statement. The CEO and president saying the U.S. Supreme Court decision is wrong and will harm millions of people. This decision is an unconscionable rollback of fundamental rights for all people in the United States. Forced pregnancy is a grave violation of human rights and dignity. Gubernatorial candidate and UNL Regent Jim Pillen saying Nebraska is a pro-life state because our citizens understand that life is the most precious gift of God's grace. Today, the U.S. Supreme Court affirmed what we have long known to be true. Our Constitution contains no right to murder an unborn child. I will do all I can to ensure that no more unborn babies are killed, end quote. And the Democratic candidate for governor, Carol Blood, releasing this statement this morning. Reproductive justice is on the minds of many women who are here in Nebraska today. The trigger bill that will ultimately follow will cause Nebraskans to live in a police state. We will become a police state where doctors will live in fear when they need to provide necessary patient care. The Nebraska Democratic Party will be hosting an event tonight at 5:30 in South Lincoln. And with the possibility of a special session being called here in Nebraska following this decision, the election for Jeff Fortenberry's vacant congressional seat now has much higher implications. If Patty Pansy Brooks wins the congressional seat, Governor Ricketts will be able to appoint her vacant state legislator seats. And Ricketts has said he will fill those vacant seats with pro-life politicians. This paired with Ricketts' appointment of Kathleen Koth, a pro-life advocate, the late state senators Paul's vacant seat. Republicans will likely have the 2 votes needed for an abortion ban law in Nebraska, which failed in the state legislature earlier this year by just those 2 votes.